Hi, my name is Andy Miller, and this video is about red sky at night. Jesus said that we should know and understand the seasons, the times. And there's a saying, red sky at dawn, shepherds mourn, red sky at night, shepherds delight. Some years ago I worked for Open Doors, a Christian missionary organisation that does fantastic work supporting people that face persecution around the world. And they introduced a little booklet that was called Red Sky at Dawn. And it was looking at the dangers of potential persecution, of potential hardship that could affect people in the West, in Canada, in the workplace, for standing up for Christ. And there is the people, wherever I go and speak, one of the responses people say, oh, it's coming, isn't it? Persecution is coming our way. Maybe it is, but maybe it isn't. Whichever way, in the midst of this, I think we are at a time of opportunity, of great opportunity. And even in the midst of persecution, it is a time of great opportunity. An ambush is an opportunity to God. He is greater than anything we think or imagine. You think in Elisha is surrounded by an army, and his servant is fearful, and he prays, God open his eyes, and he sees the armies of heaven behind and surrounding this army. And I believe that we are in a time of opportunity, red sky at night. The gospel of persecution and suffering is not something that really we are prepared for as much. It's not something that our churches are connecting with. We don't remember Christians facing persecution as part of our daily practice. We're called to remember them as if we were there with them. And we don't. But I think that if we did, it would bring a passion and an excitement into our life that would even fuel revival in free nations. Because the reality is that persecution is growing and has grown over the last century, but then the gospel has grown more over the last century than some people say over the previous centuries before Christ placed together. Population growth has expanded and exploded, but the gospel has exploded as well with that. And with that, persecutions. So as we embrace the good news of God through persecution and suffering, knowing that anyone who wishes to live a godly life will be persecuted. As Jesus said, if they persecute me, they'll persecute you also. But don't worry, I have overcome the world. If we know that anyone who wants to leave house, family, fields, anything for Jesus will get 100% more in this life, eternity in the life to come, with persecution. It's like a combo meal. Do you want fries with that? You get persecutions with that. But if we embrace this concept and connect with people and remember people that are facing persecution, if we choose to live a lifestyle of politics of sacrifice, of a rhetoric of redemption, if we choose to try and connect 2 degrees of relationship, 2 degrees of separation away from somebody who's facing persecution and suffering, if we choose to be serious about serendipity, in that case, and we choose economics of engagement, then we are living with red sky at night, with opportunity. And I believe it's opportunity for revival around us and revival around them. As we partner with people that face persecution, and as we remember them and we make that part of our lifestyle, then that brings passion into our lives. That brings spiritual growth into our lives. That brings the practical realization that we are laying down our lives together with them. And when persecution comes our way, we won't have to change anything. We will be prepared. And we'll be able to live with the joy of the Lord through this situation. He is our strength. It's red sky at night. But this is just the beginning. Are you interested to explore this in detail with me? It'll be an adventure.